Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today, I come to you with good news, but also potentially kind of sad news. You see, over on the official website this morning, they have gone and revealed the latest Pokémon card friendly shop promo card. And it's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's awesome, and it might be the last one ever, which is genuinely gutting. I do need to give a shout out to the lovely Primal Lugia over at Pokémon for helping me with some of this stuff. So what is the Pokemon card friendly shop? This shop is recommended for people who love Pokemon cards, such as selling Pokemon card related products, conducting campaigns to get gifts with the friendly shop logo, and selling products. Cool. And if you purchase a Pokemon card game related product for 990 yen or more, you will receive one Scorbunny promo card with the Pokemon card friendly shop logo. And it starts on December the 3rd, and it ends as soon as it runs out. But there is something else going on here, and that is a notification saying the Pokemon card friendly shop will end at the end of December 2021. Well, it's been 9 months since we last saw this promotion. We'll get to that in a moment. And this one is coming out in the 3rd of December. And I think it's fair to assume that if it took 9 months between the last one and this one, we're probably not getting one between the 3rd of December and the end of December. Which means if you add all of that up together, what we end up with is, this is the last one ever. This is going to be the last one of these we get. And this is genuinely really sad because look at the phenomenal artwork. As a fun little side note, if you look on the top left of the card there, you've got Dedenne clearly face planting, which is firstly hilarious. And secondly, if anybody's seen the first Peter Rabbit movie and remembers that scene as they're running away from Harrods where Benjamin Bunny just goes flying, totally what this reminded me of, or maybe I just watch kids' films too often with me children. Either way, this is absolutely wonderful. Now, the last time we had this was a very similar kind of thing. It was the Galarian Slowpoke card, but you'll notice in the same way this new card has Scorbunny running with Dedenne and Growlithe, this old one had Galarian Slowpoke chilling with Venipede and Krogunk. Essentially, cards with a group of basic evolving Pokemon all chilling around, and the artwork is absolutely lovely. Just absolutely over the top, wonderful, lovely. I love these cards, and if they are stopping making them, that is genuinely sad. Now at this stage, some of you are going to be thinking, well, Wassy, hang on a second, buddy, how are we going to get this? It's going to be a 1-pack blister promo, maybe a 3-pack blister promo. These are more likely to be 1-pack promos. The Galarian Slowpoke did come around as a 1-card, 1-pack promo for Evolving Skies, and I would imagine this would be the case maybe with Brilliant Stars, maybe with the set afterwards. But either way, I think it is exceedingly likely that that is how we are going to end up getting this. And I hope we do get this. I mean, I've made pretty clear on this channel, I love me a good stamp. Clearly, we're not getting it with the friendly card shop stamp, which is sad, but hey-ho. But we should be getting this card. Is it a relevant card? Well, no. Our translation does come from the lovely Primal Lugia over at Pokeguardian, and essentially for 1 fire energy, flip a coin until you get tails, for each heads draw a card, or fire double colourless 30 damage. I do kind of like flip a coin until you get tails, for each heads draw a card. There is a chance here, not a high chance, but there is a chance that you actually flip like 6-7 heads in a row. Again, not a high chance, but there is a chance that you flip so many heads in a row, you draw a whole bunch of cards and actually end up getting really well set up for the game. That would be extremely cool. And the fact of the matter is that there is no Scorbunny. I mean, I'm over on PKMN Cards, which is a great place to do research, and I'm looking at all the Scorbunny, and there just isn't a particularly great Scorbunny right now. There's one with Ember, which does 30 damage and discards an energy, and obviously there is the single strike one, But I think it's fair to say that there aren't any Scorbunny cards at the moment which are begging you to play them. So maybe this is the one? Maybe there's a chance here? Because, why not? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I kind of love it. I'm a fan. If nothing else, the artwork. But we do have some other news, and it is making me very, very excited indeed. You see, we have seen 2 more cards that have gone and been revealed from VMAX Climax over in Japan. And they are Snorlax, and they are Persimmon. Now, both of these are very good cards. We'll get to them and what they do in the moment. But both of these cards have something very important in common. What do they have in common? Well, what they have in common is they're both pre-release promos. The Snorlax was a pre-release promo back in Vivid Voltage, and the Persimmon was a pre-release promo back in Chilling Reign. Lovely. And you know what? This isn't the first time this has happened. The other day I showed you Charizard, and let's face it, that's going to be the big one, the one that everybody really wants. It is, and again, it is the same Charizard that was a pre-release promo for Vivid Voltage, but now we've got that artwork over in Japan, and Japan hasn't had that artwork up till now, so this is frankly pretty gosh darned important. And then, the other day I showed you there was a Flaffy, which totally counts. That was a pre-release promo for Evolving Skies. And there was an Inteleon, which was a pre-release promo for Chilling Reign. And my point here is, this is just more and more proof that really kind of from Vivid Voltage onwards, these pre-release promos are going to be finding their way over to Japan. And this shouldn't really surprise anybody. Japan gets most cards first, but when we get cards first, it becomes kind of awkward, because there's nowhere really to put them. Japan doesn't have a myriad of random products like we tend to do, so it becomes kind of awkward. So what happens is that Japan takes a special set like VMAX Climax and chucks these missing cards in. Because again, there's very little that we get before Japan does. This is going to be one that's an issue. So you whack them into the set, and jobs are good, and ladies and gentlemen, jobs are good. As a side note for me personally, that means the Vivid Voltage Don fan should finally be coming out in Japanese, and I'm going to be getting this one. Some way, somehow, it is going to happen. It's not going to be a particularly rare card. It's going to be a random, regular set card, so it should be doable. Obviously, I do luckily have a couple of boxes, I think set aside. I should be getting a couple boxes. If I don't get my Dom fan, I will obviously be picking it up as a single. But remember, this isn't even the hook of VMAX Climax. The hook of VMAX Climax is those phenomenal character rares, like Flaffy, that has, it's the same card as that pre-release promo that's been printed, like the Zekrom and N, like the Pikachu, and of course, for me, the Alchemy. And if you're giving me that Okacheke card and this Donphan in the same set, I am already well on board with this. So, it's a bit of a weird one. I mean, it means at VMAX Climax, we know that the newer cards from VMAX Climax, like Mimikyu, for instance, we know that those are coming over in Brilliant Stars. That has been confirmed. We know that that's happening, and Mimikyu especially has literally been confirmed. We have been told explicitly that that card is coming in Brilliant Stars. It was in the press release. So the good news is we know we're getting the new stuff, but there's also a whole bunch of stuff which actually doesn't need to come over because we've already had it. But this makes it way more fun for Japanese players and collectors because firstly, they're getting this new artwork which is going to be cool for collectors, and secondly, Snorlax has got the ability Gourmandize. If it's in the active draw until you've got 7 cards in your hand, that is a really good ability that sees play in a bunch of decks. And then you've got yourself Persimmon with the ability Throwing Coach that says your Rapid Strike Pokemon do 30 more damage to bench Pokemon. And actually, that's a really good card that sees a bunch of play in decks as well. So not only are Japanese players and collectors getting these cards to look cool in their binder, they're also getting these cards which are going to be really good in terms of playability. And this is wonderful news. It does make me very curious as to how your average Western person, US, UK, Europe, etc., is going to feel about VMAX Climax, because it is a bit of a reprint set with alternate arts that we've already had, a few new cards, and then the character rares. Is that going to appeal to your average collector in the UK, in the US? For me, yes, and it's really not even a question. I am all the way in, but for your average collector, I don't know. It's going to be really interesting. As I've told you in previous videos, although this is very much unconfirmed, all the rumours coming out are that VMAX Climax is going to be printed in higher numbers than other recent sets. So hopefully, no guarantee, but hopefully that means it is going to be a little bit easier to actually pick up these boxes if you are outside Japan. Because I've said this many, many times, and I stand by this, as sad as it makes me, I should not be the priority for these kind of sets. And unless you're sitting in Japan, nor should you. Japanese players should be the priority. Japanese collectors should be the priority. So hopefully, we're going to be able to get hold of these and life is going to be good. But it sure does seem like they are going to have all of our pre-release promos. There's another couple having been released, and I am just holding out to see that Don Fan, which at this stage I think is extremely likely to be in there, but I suppose we should be slightly patient and wait and see. For now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about this. I want to know how excited you are for this Scorbunny. I want to know how sad you are that this might be the last time we get a card like this. And I want to know how excited you are for VMAX Climax. So let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.